There is a teaser trailer that plays right before this movie starts in theaters. I had no idea it was coming, none of my friends knew it was coming, no one in the audience knew it was coming, but it got applause. So look forward to that. Nope. Alright, so this is the third movie that is written and directed by Jordan Peele. Every moviegoer knows what that means these days. Yeah, you know, Get Out, Us, social thrillers. So Nope stars Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki Palmer as brother and sister, OJ and Emerald, M for short. They're horse wranglers in the movie business, they live in Agua Dulce. And the trailers for this movie were really vague, so all I'm really gonna say is that there's kind of an alien invasion type vibe to the story here. Different things bobbing and weaving throughout the plot, it unravels, and here we go with the new Jordan Peele movie. Now, for a couple of my friends, this was their most anticipated movie of the year. This movie had a lot of hype around it simply because it's a Jordan Peele movie. And it's really enjoyable, and actually, it gets better the more I think about it. Although it does have a couple of flaws, I think. I mean, Daniel Kaluuya's character, he's really standoffish, he is kind of stoic and emotionless. Like, at a point I was like, he doesn't care about anything. Which to me kind of made him almost unlikable. I mean, the movie does give you a reason why he is like that, so you get it. And I was still rooting for him, but I was still like, alright dude, come on. You're kind of a drag. Luckily, this movie's got Kiki Palmer to save the day though. Her character in this movie is pretty much the exact opposite. She's fun, she's got spunk, she's got all the personality. And I know that's what all the reviews are saying about this movie, is that Kiki Palmer does kind of steal the show, but she does. Although I do say kind of because there is this other character, Angel, played by Brandon Perea. He gets dragged into the mix, and I liked him a lot too. Cause really, it's like happen chance, you know? He just kind of happened to meet these siblings, and now all of a sudden he's dragged into this possible alien situation. He kind of served as comic relief in a few scenes, which I actually felt really worked. A lot of the humor in this movie was really funny. I saw this movie with a nice big audience, and there were some big laughs throughout, and it's mostly because of this guy. So props to him. Now, as for the movie itself, yeah, I will say that the first half is kind of slow. And of course, I do understand, you know, character building and setup of the situation. And I did become attached to the characters. I sympathize with them. But the movie does go for the really slow burn. It's like an older M. Night Shyamalan movie. It keeps up the mystery for as long as it possibly can before answers are revealed. If they are. I'm not gonna say. And again, that's cool in the first half of the movie, but at a point I was like, alright, I get it. Come on, movie, I need something. I mean, it's cool that you got your backstory, but let's do it. Whatever it may be. But then, of course, in the second half, it does pick up, and it gets pretty intense. I love the second half of this movie. It was awesome. Cause the plot picks up, I was like, alright, now we're getting into it. This is the stuff that was not shown in the trailer. Things are happening, and I'm like, alright, cool. You see how vague I'm being. That's on purpose. The movie does get intense too. I mean, I read about the reason that Jordan Peele named this movie Nope. It's because that's what he wants the audience to think when they're watching it. And yeah, there were a few scenes where we were all like, nope, not that. And it's not because of like disturbing imagery or anything like that. It's just the setup in the tone, the suspense. The suspense especially, it will be drawn out and we're all just like, nope, don't do this movie. It's getting under our skin. Never a bad thing for a movie like this to do. There are a couple of jump scares, actually more than a couple of jump scares. There are quite a few in this movie. And they did get me, one in particular involving a camera. Something happens, I was like, God damn it! Oh, that one got me. So yeah, this movie's not above jump scares. But really, the suspense aspect of the movie does stand out more than the jump scares do. You remember the suspense more than the jump scares. I will say, this movie is visually really interesting. In a couple of aspects. One, if you want to see this in theaters, see it in IMAX. Because the IMAX scenes take up the entire screen. Which does add relevance. You're like, okay, so this is the scale of the movie that we're in for? It adds to the emotional tone. That's really good. Two, the sound design. Again, things happening in this movie, vaguely speaking, and you're like, holy shit, whatever is happening here, it's not good. The bass is super jacked up, that's never a bad thing. And three, the lighting. I know I don't usually bring up lighting in my reviews unless it does stand out, and in this movie, the lighting stands out. A lot of really cool mood lighting, you know, the scenes get dim, but not in like a cliche kind of way. It is kind of hard to explain, just see the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. I also have to give all sorts of props to the musical score in this movie. Michael Abels, who is Jordan Peele's guy, he did the music for Get Out and Us. His score for Nope is one of my favorite scores of the year so far. Cause like, it takes elements from westerns, like early westerns from like the 50s. and mixes them with awesome epic dramatic elements of big scores that we hear in epic movies today. Like, if I had to describe the score of Nope, I would call it epic western. Like, there was one point in the movie I was like, this music is awesome. I started drumming along with it. My friend later sent me a link to that track on YouTube. I was like, oh dude, thank you. And now I have it on my iPhone. So in the end, Nope was really enjoyable. Like I said, it is a little slow in the first half, although it does have really good character build-up. You can tell when this movie was made that the filmmakers had their hearts in the right places a lot of the time. It was shot on location, the scenery is beautiful. As simple as it may be sometimes there's beauty in the simplicity. Think on that. The set design of the entire movie is top-notch. The acting is great, I do love the characters. The humor is really good because it's not overdone. It's like Jordan Peele understands, it doesn't have to be like a huge comedy show, which is kind of ironic. He understands serious tone. That's really surprising, and I love it. I say that because I never found Key and Peele funny at all. But really, Nope goes for the slow burn for the long haul. It does pay off in the end, and I thought the movie was a solid time, with special props to the music. I want to give it my best rating, but because of the boring-ish nature of the first half, I can't deny that. If I do end up watching this movie again digitally, I do feel like I'll just skip to the second half. Maybe. I don't know. But for Nope, I will certainly say, go see this movie while it's in theaters. Just know that it's at the higher end of that spectrum. See it in IMAX, it's worth that price. How about that? So Nope, have you seen it? What do you think about it? And what's your favorite alien invasion-ish movie? What's a good one? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Peace!